Hi, I'm Exesis, and this is Terraformers. Today we're playing the weekly challenge. So the weekly challenge here is to produce 6 of water, nitrate, silicates, titanium and tritanium. The environment here is disastrous, which means a lot of sandstorms and Marsquakes are going to be happening, and they can be quite damaging. To help us mitigate that, we're getting some extra research. There's less radiation on Mars, and we're going to be presented with extra technology. So going for a little bit of extra science, I think, to be able to capitalize both on this one and this one. And of course we're going to have to expand quite quickly. So we get to pick from 3 different options here. Normally you only get this balanced one. But if you play the game and you've gotten 50 victory points, you get 2 additional ones. The robotic one here might be interesting, and the growth one might be interesting as well. Let's minimize here and see what we have. So we've got some tritanium and some silicates. It's a decent start. Of course, water and titanium would have been nicer. And so they're usually the 2 key resources in the beginning of the game that you can't really get your way around. We can also check what leaders we'll be able to grab here. So we've got Lena Kertes, who's a culture expert, and this one's going to take a long time before it gets into play. Specializations of course stick around for the entire game. We also get some art galleries and culture festivals. Don't have any water to do that one, and the first 10 turns we only explore anyway, so the important one is this one over here. Here we've got Antti Vanhanen, and he can convert some silicates and titanium and tritanium into science if we really wanted it to. He can increase the size of a deposit. Now this one is really good, especially for the victory condition we're doing. We've also got the exploration here. He would have been a great one to get 2nd or 3rd, but we've gotten him 1st now. And the titanium booster of course is nice as well. So once we produce 3 titanium, we'll get an extra one for free. And titanium is one of the most useful materials. So we're gonna go with Antti here, and then we need to select a starting that will kind of synergize with Antti here. And maybe actually going for robotics here would be one. Now we don't get any kind of power or food at all here, but the robot hub gives us 2 expansions. And we also get a power generator, and getting power early on is important. And as soon as we get some science, we can get even more expansions from robots. So we could have a robotic first city. I'm kind of leaning into this one at the moment. So we'll go with the robotics, and we'll go exploring. Let's see, it would be really nice if we could find the titanium mine early on. And we're going to get, quite early on, we're going to get 2 expansions. We're going to want to have this tritanium mine and this silicates mine, most probably. So let's go explore these. Doesn't matter which one we take first. And it's just an ordinary size one. And got some significant scientific interest up here. That could be good. Pleased to collect the science there. I'm gonna keep exploring around a bit here, and we'll use Antti's skills before we actually settle anything. Now Sabia Major here is it's a -1 zone. We're in a crater, so that should work out okay anyway. We got +1 from the extra radiation protection. And normally the crater is just 2, so this is like a crater without the temperature penalty. Got a cross of 4 here, and that's a perfect start. Also got lots of free tiles over here. We probably want to center something around this for the living quarters, and we're going to have to make sure to get some food around here as well. And later on, of course. We probably want to actually spend the power here to remove this rock just to gain access to all of these tiles. I put the thermal generator over here, and the robo hub will place down. And let's keep that for the for food production. We'll place a robot hub right there. Now we could expand already this turn and put down this mine, but we do have Antti here, and let's use this skill. That'll double the size of this silicates deposit. It'll make it twice as good. And we got some more titanium around here to do the same thing with this mine later on. Let's grab the tritium thermal generator. And then we can pick the tuber farm, I think. Yeah, let's pick the tuber farm so we can get some farming started. Started up the laboratory there before. We wanted to explore this one before we put down the mine, or before we increase the size, and see a little bit what we get. And the tritium deposit might be the first one we exploit, just to be able to get this tritium thermal generator online a little bit quicker. That means we can focus on exploring these ones later on. So we just do an in-depth survey here, costs 1 power, almost nothing. And now it's a double size. We want to expand out there and build the mine. Now we've also unlocked a trade route, so let's put that to use. Export some of the extra titanium. Actually, we'll wait off for a turn. That means we can build this one next turn, and I think that's worth the hold off. We've also found a large hint of titanium here. So that's our next step. That's only 2 away, and we've got a robot hub here to be able to exploit that one too. Now we've got a small dilemma here. I've started inputting nitrates here instead of the titanium, but I just got the bus station here, and the bus station would be a great addition to the city to be able to expand out 2 more locations to be able to grab this titanium deposit, and we'll of course enlarge this titanium deposit. We also unlock the satellites to explore with. That'll save us 6 titanium that we can use to actually construct this mine here instead. We also want to be on the lookout for nitrates to start off tuber farming. Yeah, no, we can't enlarge it anymore. Okay, and here we actually got the photovoltaic field. That's perfect. I did pick up the school too because it uses resources that we aren't using for anything else at the moment. But now we are getting this photovoltaic field up. We've got a high plateau here that's empty, and we have to pass through it to be able to get to the titanium deposit. We do want to increase the size of this mine. We got 14 here. Let's expand out. Actually, do we want to... No, we can't grab them both this turn. And I think we'd rather have this one. So let's revert that expansion. We will put down the bus station. Doesn't really matter where, but let's get it out of the way there. This gives us the expansion slots necessary to reach the titanium deposit. And that's a very good start. That means next turn we'll be able to build this mine. We do want to remove a rock for this, I think. Yeah, let's remove that one, and we'll put the lab up here. Okay, so we got some technological advancements here. Oh, we get both of them. This is both very good and kind of disturbing, as it takes up project slots. That one's really good, but it takes a lot of research. That one's good too. That one's really good, but really expensive. So that's actually quite nice as well. Yeah, let's go with the cheap ones. We don't have the science income yet. This one might be another good one. And the road paver depot, of course. That's unfortunately not very much. But there is black sand dunes. These will come in handy later on. I think we can actually play out this card. Doesn't cost that much. And Vanti's term has come to an end. It's the first election year. So let's check who we can select this time. We have Gustav, who helps robots produce science. And we've got George, who will make regional buildings cheaper. This one is super powerful. This is George is our guy here. We can get modular apartments for free. That could be good as well. And he can destroy rocks. We're probably not going to use this. We're going to be mostly exploring with George. Since we were using Anti's other skill here 3 times, we are a little bit behind on exploring. And we do have the access to more robot hubs. So we could... yeah, let's send George down here to explore. That was kind of what I was hoping for. Just a plain empty tile. And one that is quite close to the town. Let's grab a landing pad there. This will give us an extra trade route. Once we can't build that one at the same turn though. But let's put some robots down here. Would like to be able to use this. But let's clear out this rubble. Let's put the robot hub in there. This will give us 2 expansions. We'll pop one down there. And I think we will actually import 1 titanium. Just so we can build this one the next turn. Now they want to give us some resources. We can pick from nitrates, silicates or titanium. We are producing both silicates and titanium, so we're going to pick the nitrates. This is a free tuber farm. We'll come back to that and I'll go check on those. Let's put down the second tuber farm. I put down the first one there as well. And we could put down the school. That would give us 1 science. Putting down the photovoltaic field here is more important. It has to give us +2 power, so we're at +4. This means we can actually keep exploring a bit. Let's put down the landing pad there. This will give us an extra trade route. We can probably be exporting a little bit from there. And looks like we want to get some water imported. Just so we can have a look at maybe getting up a second city. We want to be in a different zone than Sabea. And now Prometheus would be really nice, but it's cold. Noakis down here is really cold. Noakis Minor is also really cold. Arabia would be a good spot. Got a crater up here. It's got some fertile soil. Unfortunately on the 4-cross, but this could be a really powerful growth city for food. And we can have some living quarters down on this side. And that means we don't have to focus as heavily on food down here. We can do that up in this crater up here. We do need to explore these 2 locations though to be able to do this. And I managed to find the South Pole down here. That's also going to be an important thing here in a few turns time. Now resource wise this crater here isn't looking too nice. But we do have 2 titanium mines up this way, and we've got something up here too, but it's probably not going to be mines. So we're still 3 turns away from being able to settle here. I also picked up a cultured meat lab. That's going to come in handy once we have enough nitrates for it. And we got our first bacteria. We can get cyanophyta, which produces atmosphere and oxygen, or Deinococcus, who produces just atmosphere. This one requires 0 temperature. This one is -2. And our lands are very cold. You can check that up here too. Climate zones, we have -1. Arabia is going to be 0, -3, -2, -2, -1. Of course, we haven't gotten any heat into Mars yet. But we don't really have any way of doing that either. So we're going to go with cyanophyta. Just because we'll be able to place it in more locations. And we're still on the same turn, and that's a little bit of a happenstance. I explored this location here. It's a crater, and it's full of rocks. This is a very bad location to settle into at this point in the game, because crushing rocks of course cost lots of power. And it's in the same zone as our first city, and we prefer to keep them in a different zone. So, but we did get 10 more food from exploring this location, which means we actually have enough to settle this crater. And we said we wanted to have food over in this location. We're going to have dwellings over in this location. So let's found a grey patera. We will... there's as good a spot as any. Okay, so we have gotten our exploration satellites back here from the recharge. We're going to explore down here on the South Pole. So we gain a little bit of heat, a little bit of atmosphere, a little bit of titanium. It's nothing really interesting here, but we can drop nukes on the South Pole. This increases radiation in this zone permanently and across the entire planet for a little bit. However, we've also got the black sand dunes up here, and we can for 2 harvest here, or for 2 power, we can harvest this black sand. And we can use that to melt the glacier instead. So let's use this expansion here. We'll expand up to the black sand dunes. And we will harvest the black sand. And we will pop back down here. And now we've got the black sand to spread. And we gain a little bit of atmosphere and a little bit of heat. and the black sand absorbs a lot of solar radiation. So that's the south polar cap gone. We've got a good way up to the north one. I decided to rebalance the trade routes a little bit. We're now fully exporting titanium and importing a little bit of silicates and science. The silicates I want to be able to build the school next turn, and the science we're going to need for the bacteria spreader. Bacteria spreader is when we need to open up, or we can actually place it there too now. We could actually explore up through Sabina Minor here too. Yeah, let's go with that route. So we get a free exploration charge here, and doesn't really matter. This one has a little bit of science, so we'll grab that one. Of course, collecting science. We need that for the cultured meat lab, but first we're gonna put down this school. So that one goes there. It's an additional science and a little bit of support. And we also have the entertainment center here. And actually, if we revert that one, we crush this rock, we build the school here instead. We build the entertainment center there. Once all the tiles around are filled up, this one will do more good here. That means we're at the net plus minus 0 there again. We're going to need to be able to clear out 3 rocks, because I'd like to put it up on this tile first, of course. And we can actually destroy 2 of them for free. So let's do that. Unfortunately, it's only 2 of them. And we can destroy 2 more next turn. I also got some rising expectations again. Let's grab the tuber farm. And let's use his skill, remove 2 more rocks. Let's put down the cultured meat lab there. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit before we can build the tuber farm. And we got some science projects. Marsnet is a really good one. Got a robot hub and an android hub. Got another rover exploration center too. I'm gonna grab Marsnet. Both of those are more or less identical. That's a lava tube. And we found some food. Great. Lava tubes, of course, are really nice to expand into for the comfort of living. They've got a full radiation protection. This is in a super cold zone though. Let's keep on exploring down here. There's another large deposit of them. 5 nitrates, perfect. And we found rich soil. That means we could build an agricultural complex there. That's a really strong one. Might want to raise the temperatures a little bit before we go into that. Place down the tuber farm there. And this was another interesting development. Up here in Sabia Minor, we found another lava tube. This one is a 4. It's a lot warmer zone. There's not a lot of rain or oxygen here, but there's, at least it isn't as cold. There's quite a lot of rocks here as well. It does have a titanium deposit and a small natural site. This would be, and it's got a 4 cross here, so this would be a good place to settle down the HQ on. So I think this might actually be our next expansion, and we're very soon there. We just need a little bit more of food. We're gonna grab the salt factory. This is kind of the core building of this food producing location. This will be worth 8 food once it's built up. Now we can't really settle here this turn, even if we would have liked to, because we need to explore a little bit. We could probably have spent last turn exploring as well instead of taking this one. Let's grab that one there. And see, when do we get the rover? So we got the satellites next turn, we can grab them up here. Okay, we're gonna save this for, I did pick up the combined living center, which is 1 pop, 1 robot. A really good building. I thought maybe that would be a good one in here, and we could put in this one and we'll get loads of expansions from the city. We've already got 2 robots, of course. Getting that one in this would mean an extra 5 expansions, or 7 with this one. And we could expand outwards towards, I don't know, the nitrates mine here maybe. Okay, so it's election year again. We might not want to get rid of George right away. Henry Carnegie is really good. While you have him, you're going to be spamming this one. This is 1 level of heat and half a level of atmosphere, just from spamming his skill. And we've got Aisha, who's animals. Can't really put animals down because it's too cold. So we'll start on this one. Too cold and there's no oxygen either. But before we select him... Oh, then the spaceport as well. Yeah, we're gonna grab the spaceport. That is the best one here. We're gonna use the satellites up there. Not really, because there's lots of things that we want to find. That does unlock this. And we can found the city, Skiparelli base. That sounds good. Let's just click away that one. And we'll remove some rocks here. No, still want to be in here. We need to place down the headquarters. This is a +6. And we'll add something in the middle here, and it'll be even more. Would like to put down the Android hub here immediately. We're going to want to get this one online as soon as possible. So I think spending the 3 power for this one here is fine. That means we can build up the city mine. And all 3 here are mines. We do want to get those online as soon as possible. But I think getting the bacteria spreader online is also very important. And we don't have the food yet, of course, for a food expansion, but we could put the robots in here, the smaller one. Grab the 2 expansions, we'll put the plant spreader on 1. Would like to have the spaceport close by to this one. And we could sacrifice this mine for a spaceport actually. I think that's worth it. We want to have the spaceport spawn from a big population center. This is going to be a population center. Yeah, that's what we do. So put these robots, let's grab them up there. Let's grab this one there. That means we can start spreading our bacteria. We prefer to start spreading it in the zone that it is in. It's the shortest timer. And you get an adjacency bonus to all the other ones. So now we're making atmosphere and oxygen. And now, speaking of tritium, one thing that we don't really have any use for at the moment, right? Well, this one could be okay. Put it down here. We've only got 1 population here, and we could keep it that way. Keep this as a low pop city as well. And this one I'd rather actually get some more population into, since we have the 4 cross there. This one was actually a better one to have more population in, but yeah. But we could put down that on next turn, the oxygen factory. This will help with atmosphere and oxygen quite a lot actually. So we'll grab that one. We can always replace it later on if we think it's in the way. We do need to wait another turn to build the Android hub up here. Yes, so we get the expansions. Carnegie, you're going to import some CO2. And we get to select another life form. And we gotten the dark bacteria, which increases the climate zone's temperature by 1. We also got the tundra forest, which of course requires rainfall, so that's going to be a little bit trickier. But I think we're going to go with the dark bacteria. It's a good one to have in your pocket. Oh, and another cultured meat lab. Orbital ring, that would be nice, but no. Gonna go with that one. I did pick up an orbital telescope there too. And we need power. So let's, we've got a large source of power here. Let's go explore that. Gives us 5 power. And the geothermal spot. Oh, this is +2 power as well. That kind of makes it hard. Would like to relieve it of this city, of this tile, to be able to move it over there. But that means we have to expand one of these cities out there. We can do that later on when we have the... Oh, we can build the oxygen factory as well. I think maybe we build the ox factory up here. I think we take the hit. We've only got 1 population living here. And it would be nice to be able to get everyone there, but it's not that important. We can keep this as a 1 pop city with lots of robots. We manage to get that one down there, we're gonna get so much. nitrates, we're going to have enough for the soil factory next turn. And then we're going to want for the cultured meat lab. We're going to keep importing the CO2 here. And increasing that base temperature is so good. And then we can also use the dark bacteria in the zone that has low temperature that we are residing in. Ideally anything that's below, like down here, we could increase the temperatures to make this lava tube more livable. Do want to look at expanding out that way as soon as possible though. And we do have enough to expand out towards this nitrates mine though. So we'll do that there. This one is 9. Do we have that? We don't have the power. Oh, and we got some new technologies too. We can get new scientific fields or house printing. You get a little bit of titanium back when you build buildings. Reverse engineering. This one's actually quite nice to have. Get cheaper, expensive buildings. Again, a bit of support for every row, but this one could be good. Titanium, yeah, we're gonna go with technologies C this time. We don't have enough for them. Oh, this one's so good. We're gonna have to scrap one of ours for it, I think. Oh, another bacteria spreader and an android. Oh, I would like them all this turn. We're not gonna get them all though. That one's good. Oh, they're all good. Oh, that's so hard. First things first. No, not there. Down here in Grey Patera, the soil factory, we're going to put that down there. Gives us 2 more food. And then when this one goes down, it's going to be another 2 food. It's going to be in 3. I can probably ease up a little bit there. We probably need to actually get some of these up and running. This would alleviate our research on the ground. I think we might need to throw this one out. Yeah, let's throw that one out. And we will grab this one. This is where we gain extra support for every space project we complete. And that's a good thing to get our trade routes working on. So we're gonna get started on this one immediately. Yeah, we're probably gonna go this way actually. Yes, get that one done. Prospecting tour, no, we're gonna import CO2 again. Alright, let's keep on moving. We have actually the power to fix this one up. But let's grab some more titanium. And now we just need to save up for the spaceport. That means we need to find some more probably. Let's get the power up there first then. We've got enough food to be able to place down a habitation module or the combined living center, which of course is good. We've also got to get an event here, and we've got some projects. This one would be nice, costs too much power, we're not going to be able to afford it anytime soon. A skyscraper of course is really nice because it's space efficient population. A hydroponic farm would be really nice. These two are also very expensive. And this one would be nice as well, to be able to keep some extra cards down here. It costs lots of science, we don't have the science. We need to get this spaceport as soon as possible. However, with this population, we could expand Grey Patera out to... We could actually grab both of these. And that would relieve Greely Steed instead of 2 slots. Or we could grab the geothermal spot. And we'll see what we get up in this location down there and down here. Once we're able to explore those. Or we could maybe relocate the rover exploration center somewhere else as well. Up here maybe. But I'm leaning towards putting the combined living center down here in Grey Patera to be able to expand it a bit. And get the expansion slot back down here for the geothermal plant. We do have enough to build that, and power is something we have a big trouble in keeping at the moment. And let's get the combined living center in here. This is our This one is better to build population in, but this one's okay. So now we get the 3 expansion slots. We can move down there. It'll can disconnect the rover exploration center, and it takes a turn for them to hook over to this city. This means we get the expansion slots here this turn. We can build the geothermal plant. This crater here, that could be a good expansion center, and that's actually on the rich soil and aquifer there as well. Yeah, lava tube is 2, this is 1. I think the lava tube is the better option there. Let's grab some more CO2. And if we place this one down, we get loads of expansions, but yeah, we don't need them. We need to resolve this event too though. We can get an exhaust processor. It'll give us a little bit of silicates for every 3 mines owned by the city. Plus power. Both of these count as space projects. This one is really powerful. You can get loads of life forms down. It would mean we need to get rid of one of these, and we can't really afford to do that at this point. Well, we could get rid of the telescopes to Phobos. This one is mostly nice to have, and that one's water and nitrate, so it's a pretty quick one as well. Actually, I think that's what we're gonna do. That science would be nice to have, but the life form delivery, this means every 4 turns we'll get a life form screen, so we get lots of life forms. These here would like to have anything of them. Hydroponic farms would be nice, skyscrapers would be nice. We need to get this water production underway. And let's grab the hyperdonic farms for now. Don't think we're going to be using this one. Actually, if we use that one, we got 1 free slot. We would get how many? 4 expansions. 3 could go to these 4 slots on this same city. Would be a little bit of penalties, of course, for these ones far away. But we got the agricultural complex down there for more food and faster expansion. Put some or 2 of water, and a high plateau here for another solar panel. And we also got the train station here. This is another one that could be very, very useful for this, of course. Let's grab the train station. That would give us also 4 expansions. So these 4. And it would also reduce the penalty so that we can be 2 tiles away. That means that we don't have a suffer penalty for this tile here. And we could grab the gigantic nitrates from Greeley Stand instead too. Yeah, I think that's the way we're going to go. We're going to go with the water here first. Perfect. It would be nice if it was a larger one, but this is fine. So we're going to scrap this lava tube. We can't expand out there. We can't really put the train station in yet. We need more power for that. If we just divert the resources this way, not all of them, and we'll import 1 power and we'll export, doesn't really matter, let's export 1 silicates. Actually, we could put the ingenuity center down, and we can do, I want to have this one to get rid of the negative penalties. The penalty wouldn't be that bad though. We would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a penalty, versus only having 2 as a penalty. That's 4 support. Is it worth waiting 2 turns for it? What could we do with that science? That science could go into the cultured meat lab. That's 2 food. That's worth it though. We'll put the cultured meat lab down there. That robs us of the science to be able to put this one down. But the food there is more important. And we're going to import some more. There we go with the temperature increase. That puts us at a plus. And next turn we'll be able to place down the train station and start expanding outwards. And our first Marsquake. So let's see where it happened. Let's get rid of this one. Looks like we have damaged buildings here in Great Patera. Okay, so that sucks that it's power. We could actually wait one turn with this. We do have the rover exploration center available. We do have another water down here too. Yeah, this is a big city. Train station. Don't know where we should put it. I would like to keep these open for an eventual addition to... Let's just put it down there for now. That'll give us loads and loads of expansions. There's no point expanding into the rich soil until we can actually build the farms there. And it's... yeah, the water, of course. Yeah, and we don't have to expand outwards anymore yet either. Okay, so I don't want to go too far with like power. We can't get any power, I don't think. Yeah, that's 6 turns. We're not going to do that. And so this is another kind of event that you get quite often. You get an asteroid passing by, and you get you can exploit it. You get a different resources. And this one is actually 3 science per turn, so that's a very good one. So we've got 12 turns to complete. Then we need to ship up 24 tickets to be able to make this work. That means our trade routes are out of business for 12 turns, or we can just let it pass. We'll just have to check what more we've got. That would be nice as well if we had more population in that one. Comfort of living for every 2 robots. We've only got 1 population there in our robot city. So what we need to do now is, of course, to start to mine everything. This is a gigantic one. We need loads of power for this one, but we can grab this one, but not this turn. We're gonna import some more heat there. We also need power for the spaceport, and we've got full up on space projects that are good, so we're just gonna let it pass. I did manage to import some titanium, so we got the 13 for the spaceport. That means we can put some more in there. I was kind of hoping we'd have the power, but okay, what do we pick here? Do we pick anything? And that one would be nice, but we've got to spend our loads of things to spend our science on that is better. Okay, so the atmosphere is increased. It's an additional support. That would be nice to have. And Marshall would be nice to have as well. We do have a HAB module that's better for us. Electron beam printer. That would be nice for one of them. This one's been 2 turns now. I probably want to spend the 1 power to repair this one now. I don't know. Yeah, we got another building that's damaged down here. No, they still produce their resources. They just provide negative support per turn, and they'll repair 1 per turn. Do we have anything? Yeah, we're gonna repair this one. Maybe we can let this one be broken a little while longer. We're gonna explore here with our satellite. I found some extra food, that's nice. Then maybe we can repair that one. Okay, so we've got an aquifer down here. We could be extracting it, but we want to mine this one. We're starting to get to the point where we actually need the water. And let's make sure that we can max that one out. We actually have enough to provide 1 more mine. We do have 2 more expansions. We could expand down to and grab this aquifer as well. That gives us a +3. A little bit of a resentment, of course, for this, but I think that is fine for now. Let's import a little bit more there. We want to have that population living up here, I think. So let's put it down there. This gives us a 2nd expansion point from here. And we still have enough to repair here. And another election year. So Henry Carnegie has done his. We have Mustafa, who looks like he's life forms as well. Prestigious life forms. Alright, well, we can't really get those lions and elephants down now. Svetlana, however, is urban planning. And this one we get for filling up our cities. We gain some extra support. We get some habitation module and skyscraper cards. I can overwork and get more resources. I think we're going to go with Svetlana. However, we are going to use Henry on the last turn here. An additional bacteria spreader would be really good to get, actually. And this one maybe 2. And that's if we have a very little population or something. Okay, well, the Rover Exploration Center, we're going to deal with that one later. And let's grab CO2. And let's pick up Svetlana. Do we have enough to build this mine? No, we need 9 there. Which means we need to be careful with our power. Or maybe we can send the rover. No, that's 5 turns. Almost everything is far up. Let's keep on creeping north, then that's a large hint of water. But maybe we can build the ag center. And we found 10 power. And that was lucky. Alright. We need 26 for that. We can make it happen next turn. Now we want to just look here. That's 3 food for 26 water. That's loads and loads of water. We do have enough for this spaceport now, however. And that would be worth it. Now we had something else we wanted to use the power for, right? Yeah, building a mine here. And that costs 9. That one costs 8. That means we don't have enough to do them both. Which one would we rather do? I think we do the nitrates right now, so we have this one for something. And we'll make the spaceport happen next turn. I would like to import another water. Or we can explore for water next turn, I think. Okay. No, we're never going to get these done, right? That's 22 support minus for every yeah, lots of these things. Let's grab the bacteria spreader. That's going to be a good one to keep. And the expectations keep on rising. Alright, so we finished the public space transport. Help out a little bit with this, especially as we continue to complete more of these projects. And we probably want to go with the Marsnet, would be nice to have. What resources can we... Let's put up one of each. That's fine. And we can also place down our spaceport finally. That means we want to expand Skipperelli base down to the titanium deposit. And I would like to have a mine there, but we're going to build a spaceport here. You can see the +1 there. And that means we've got 1 additional comfort of living here. So this is now a great place to keep on putting in population. So hopefully we get a better population building next turn. We found the old rover. Let's grab a rover museum, just because it's cool. I did manage to find some additional water too. So let's, we can actually remove this rock now instead. We could, I guess, build it. I'm gonna build the robot ingenuity center. I would like to have it over here, but that's gonna be just fine for now. Then we can destroy the rock and we can move it over there with no big repercussions. And that means we can now expand out into the rich soil here. And we have the water to build the agricultural complex. That greatly increases our food production. And that means we also have some more mines here, or some more expansions. We could go to the aquifer out there. We've got a titanium deposit there, another aquifer there. Let's check what's out in these locations as well before we decide where to use these expansions. I also picked up another rover exploration center. We could be using that one up. Here might be the better one. How are we doing for water? Are we gonna need a few more of those? Let's grab this one and place the rover exploration center there. This gives us an extra exploration tick. And that was a crater, but it's in the zone we're already in, and we've got a good city there. So this is a bit of an interesting choice. And we could get the Arctic hares. They only require 1 oxygen and 0 temperature, and they spread really quickly. So if we manage to get 1 oxygen and get the temperatures up, this is a really good pick. Plankton, however, only requires ocean. That would mean we need to flood the world a little bit. That's a little bit of a hard one, I'm going to think about it. And we also, we actually increase the oxygen here. And maybe we go with the hares. Plus 100 support. Okay, so this was a little bit of a harder choice than I had anticipated. Although we do have 1 oxygen now, we don't have very good temperatures, and the oxygen levels are really crap. And so maybe we go with plankton there. If we just check in quickly here, we can see that rabbits require 1 oxygen and 0 temperature or more. And that means we can put them here in Sabea Major. Be good. We can't put them in the minor because there's no oxygen. And the rest of the zones are too cold, except for Arabia, which severely lacks oxygen. And they'll never actually get up to positive balance. So I think we actually go with the plankton, and we've got the ability to import oceans here from Ceres, and that'll bring it up 1 level, and we will get an ocean here. And we should probably get an ocean somewhere else as well, somewhere up north. There's something on the verge of flooding here, and I think I saw them. No, those are the 2 locations. So I think that's the way we want to go. We do want to increase this to get some rainfall for some plants anyway. And it doesn't affect us too badly. So let's grab that one, and let's pick up the plankton. We don't really have the water to build the animal spreader right now anyway. And I think we already have a plant spreader. No, they grow as bacteria, and we got the second bacteria spreader there. And we now have the ability to spread another bacteria. And we could spread the dark bacteria. That'll just increase the heat level in 1 zone. Or we could spread so that we actually gain oxygen and atmosphere a little bit faster. We're at 19 turns here and 34 here. So I think that's the bacteria we want. We can't spread any plankton yet because we don't have any oceans yet. So that'll have to be the next round. And the dark bacteria we could spread to, that would make the most sense up here in Sabea, of course, but I think we're going to go with the cyanophyta. We're going to put plankton down here as soon as we can. So we're going to go for, I think we're probably better off going for Noachis minor, as it doesn't seem to be any water up down there, but there is water up here. So maybe we can spread the plankton up into this zone later on too. Here would be a good place for the dark bacteria, just to raise it up, but we're probably not going to have a city here. Let's spread the bacteria. Now, in preparation for the water or the oceans to flood, I'm going to expand out into, we can actually expand down here, just to build a dike there so we get a coastal tile. It'll be important for the future here, so we'll build a dike there. We've got plenty of titanium, so we don't need to worry about that. I am tempted to go out to this aquifer too, now that we found the second crater. So we've actually got 2 city locations here. This one's got more rocks, but has fertile soil and 2 poorly placed natural sites. This one has a lot less rocks. It has an anomaly there too. It's got quite a good central area. We don't need to spend that much energy to get this city founding. I think this is probably the better run, and maybe we can... No, there's not going to be anything there either. We could put the bacteria spreader up here. Or down there, I guess, or over here. We're probably going to get more expansions out of this city. We got another rock in here, right? Yeah. We're going to get at least one more expansion out from this one. And that would mean getting the extra water online. And we need water for the hypertonic farm. What did I say? Yeah, we want to go... We might build a city there. So let's grab through that one instead. And we could actually extract the oceans as well. I think this is going to be faster, and that's going to be a level, and we do need the water income for our victory. We need one more to mine one more water well. That could be this one. Would be a good one for that. And we got the expansion there. We actually have the power to do that. So let's expand out and mine that one. I was thinking of this titanium deposit too, but we have 8 out of 6 titanium needed, so I think the water there was better. Now we need to find some silicates and some titanium and some nitrates. We got a large deposit of nitrates here, that's 2. That's a third of our goal. We need to find some more nitrates somewhere. And we've got a titanium deposit there. We're gonna have to go exploring. And another nitrates up here. So we need to spend a little bit exploring, I think. And we do have plenty of buildings for expansions. We can't put another space project down. The science center would be good, but we've got more important things to this one first and then these two. Quantum data center, that's more science if we can scrounge up the energy for it. So let's stick to that. Now we get to choose from a spaceport, that would be good. It costs a lot of power. Import some methane from Titan, that would also be very nice, but we don't have the free space slot for that. Habitation module, that's going to be the spaceport of the methane. We've also unlocked quite a few buildings here, so let's go in here. We'll grab the titanium thermal generator. No, we don't want it there. This is probably the only place we can build it on without disturbing things. We'll check out a little bit later. Hyperdronic farm goes here. That's another 3 food. Really good. And that speeds up our expansion quite a lot. We'll probably grab a few more of these before she leaves off. And we can place down yet another building down here that's going to expend quite a lot of power to clear this rubble out. Could put the titanium thermal generator in this town. I could put it down. That's a decent slot for a habitation too. Or I could put it down in this corner and have these 2 slots dedicated for something else. This just increases our power by a little bit, and we're so low on power all the time now that I kind of want to do that. This flat plains here is yeah, we'll expand out to that. I'm going to save this high plateau for in case we get something that can make use of that. Let's go out there and grab the bacteria spreader. That gives us another charge. And we don't know what's out in this location. There is an ocean here though. I kind of want to be on this one first. Maybe we should put the dark bacteria in here. That'll help a bit with our prestige as well to have 1 extra. And getting the extra temperature here will increase the comfort of living by 1 as well. But it's not bad to have that somewhere. Gives us 2 support per turn and 20 support, and we get from the prestige of it as well, a little bit. For just having the 1 copy. And then when you get the... You can see that... Where can you see that? And then when we get to the 3rd one here on the prestige, we get an additional 2. And the same thing here then. So we need to be in 3 climate zones to get the next level. Alright, so let's grab the spaceport, and I think actually this one could be okay as well. We have so much of the, but we can use them for better things. Like even one of these quantum data centers would be better use of it. So much power. Tuber farm. I guess we could throw down a tuber farm somewhere. We have the nitrates and we're not using them for anything else. Do we have the... That would be one to put down here. That would mean moving the Robo Ingenuity Center. Don't really have a lab, I guess. I don't have the power to do that. Let's wait one turn. And the tuber farm we give 2 here. It's better that we put it in that way. Yeah, okay, so we're destroying this rock for now, I think. And let's move the laboratory there. That'll mean it doesn't produce anything for a little while. And we want to move this Robo Ingenuity Center over there, and we'll put the tuber farm down there. There. All this all nice and done. This one doesn't matter that we just gain a little less support per turn for the relocation. This one will lose out on science for 2 turns. So I think that's worth doing for the 2 extra food, since we are in the phase where we need to expand as soon as or as fast as possible. Can also enable this one. This will come down here, and it's something that will charge up every 4 turns. I'll probably grab the methanogenium. These are really good, and we don't have a need for more titanium. Okay, so we need to do a little bit of cleaning here around Grey Patera, I think. We do need 2 more zones here, but I think if we wait until next turn, we can place down the skyscraper right here. This one gives 2 to each adjacent. This one is -3. So that'll be +11 once this one is done, from the adjacency bonus there and the innate from Comfort of Living. That'll give us 2 more expansions, and they keep us free to expand out to this location and allow us to expand out towards the guided tours and towards the crater down here. Actually, that titanium does look a little bit tempting, but no. I think we're going to move down the bacteria spreaders there. We have a little bit more titanium down here and another one here. We're going to need to find another source with a little bit more, but we need to find more silicates as well. And we're going to need another city up here. We already got a city in this zone as well. And we'd prefer not to have more than 1 per zone. This means that we want to relocate the bacteria spreader. We can start doing this already and move it over there. We will use this expansion out there to grab the guided tours this turn. That means we'll save this one too. And we could place this one down and grab this tile right now as well. And that would kind of forfeit this. How else do we can expand out from that one? Yeah, right. I've sold myself on this. I will do this instead. And we will expand outwards to that one. Yes, so we have it. And now we've got a free tile here for the spaceport. And we unfortunately don't have the power for it. That's because we built this one. It might actually be better than to do it this way. And place down the spaceport here. That just makes the argument for a skyscraper here even better. Okay, yeah, we're waiting up the next turn. We don't need this tile next turn anyway. Okay, we need to change around our... I was kind of expecting that to happen. That means we can put... I really don't want to put... We've got so low science income. Let's do something like that. We need to get this data center down, I think. And we just happen to get one of the best buildings for support. So a domed park. This one quite obviously goes down in here. We've got 4 adjacent population. That's +16. And it's innately got +4, so +20. That's a really good quad for there. It does cost us quite a lot of silicates, and silicates is something we don't have quite a lot of. And we'll go down here and we'll pop the skyscraper down there. That gives us a little bit more expansions. I think we might want to, how many turns left? 2. We could be running the urban planning. Just to get some more of these habitation module cards. Explore from this one. I think we do need to be on the lookout out this way as well. Sandstones. That could be better. And we do need to check if there's something around here that we can build a city on. So we should be able to build one up here probably. I'll check that out. That's 5 energy. Do we want to spend the 5 energy for that? How long till our next research set? No, it's 3 turns. Yes, we want to spend this one there. Flat plains. It's an okay tile though. And it's completely empty. This is a perfect expansion slot for us. We do need to explore loads around here though. But that will be our next city. We will grab this one so that we can start relocating there. And grab the guided tours for our last energy. And save this expansion slot for when we have something to put up on the hill. And we get some extra rising expectations. This time we completed them in time. Here we go with a photovoltaic field. That fits right up where we need it. And we actually have an unlocked high plateau here. So let's just pop it down there. Deal, done deal. I do kind of want to spend 1 turn more getting some more cards here. And we could, no, we will do it this turn, just so we have them available. Because we are making so much food now that we're going to be expanding quite quickly. And we got a space project ready there. Let's make sure that we are exporting as much as we can. So the next election, Svetlana is leaving us. We can go with Hong Tao, who has the solar roads. 1 power for every 7 new expansion points. Probably not going to get much value out of that. A trade center could be okay. What more do we have? We've got Ayokunlendai, who is a seafarer. Ocean mines cost less resources. Construct docks for free. And he can breach aquifers. I think we go with Ayokunle. And we will grab him right away. We've got some atmosphere there we can import. That would speed up this one greatly. Landing pad. Now we're going to use the power for something else anyway. Engineering lab would also be one. Let's import these oceans. Let's just double check. So we've got dams on the 2 locations we need them. We don't own anything that is going to flood. No. It will give you a warning too though. So let's enable that one. All 1 zones have been flooded. And we get some water down here. And this one is now considered a coastal tile. And we get some... Oh, we can get some herring. And they just require water. Temperate forests require 2 rainfall and 1 temperature. We don't have 2 rainfall anywhere. So let's grab the herring. We can put them in the same sea down here. Oh, we actually got the water to build the water spreader as well. Now we just need some expansion slots, don't we? To use for this. Would like to have the... Actually, might want to spread... This is also a coastal tile now. We could spread Crave Pantera down here. To build the animal spreader, that'll help with putting the salmon into this zone. Or no, we do have enough. I would like to put a skyscraper in here though. Now that we have the skyscraper card unlocked and it's just 1 more turn. We want to put the quantum data center down, I think. Did we have a good science location? No, don't think so. I think we just got them all spread out. And we really need to increase our science output. We don't want to spend the tiles in there. Alright, so let's grab the quantum data center here. That will mean we don't get much else out this turn in terms of power. We can... Do we want to spend that one? Charge this turn? Yes, I think we do. Let's go down here and build the animal spreader. That means we can now spread the herring here. Perfect, that's a lot of support and a lot of extra support income. We can also spread the herring up here later on. Might be a problem for this though. We've got 6 left and we do need to explore all of these locations. None of them gave us power. Let's go check here if this is actually a... No, that was a canyon view. Bad luck. No, we do have the flat plains here. That's where we can build. We don't need to worry about that. Oh, and he can explore 2 locations. We just don't have the power to explore another location. Or does he get that for free? Don't think he does. No. Yeah, that's his specialist to explore two locations. If you have the power for it. Don't think we've got any way to get the extra power either. Now we want to input some atmosphere, I think. Actually, radiation is... Yeah, we can do with some more radiation protection. Got 4 here. It's maximum here. That's all it really does. I think we want to have the labs instead. And we can start pushing into that one as well. Let's instead do this, I think. Can we do that? No, we can't finish it this turn. Or we could if we took the landing pad instead of the engineering lab. We don't have any expansions. No, we can't finish this one this turn, I think. Right, we get to choose between cacti or penguins. Penguins require lots of oxygen, cacti require lots of temperature. And we also get the plant spreader there. We have enough to actually build the plant spreader. We could push that one down. Let's minimize this for now. Let's see what our options are. You can get a smelter or a desalination facility. Would be good for water as well. We are already done for water though. I'm gonna go explore a bit here. Okay, so we've got a few options here now. I have fully explored this location here, so we can actually settle a city down here now, which is very good. It's a +3, so that's okay. And we've also got this bacteria spreader. We do have this one. If we place this one down, we could place a skyscraper down next turn. In a Skipperelli base, we can't place one down here right now because we need to destroy a rock somewhere. We don't want to have a adjacency bonus or adjacency penalty. So that's not a good idea. I'm thinking of expanding Grey Patera out here to put the bacteria spreader down. And that means we need to put down, we could actually put down the skyscraper here too. We could move the combined living center down here. And put a skyscraper up there. That would give us 2 expansion slots from here and cancel out its penalty. That would leave us 2 turns until we can settle this city. No, we're better off just putting down a hab module here. I think gives us 1 expansion. We can go up here. We can put down the bacteria spreader there. That means we can now spread plankton. We think we want to start down there. This one's actually closer though. 16 and 13. Now we want to have this one. There's already other life forms available here. And just quickly check here. We have 1 temperature a little bit here and there, and we got 1 oxygen a little bit here and there. We have 4 turns until the atmosphere will increase to oxygen level 2 in all the places that have a 1. We aren't currently making any heat, which means that cacti are going to take a long time to pay off. So let's grab the penguins. We'll be able to put them down sometime soon. Now what do we want to choose here? We've got plenty of these expansion slots. This one is very efficient on food, but we're kind of limited on science at the moment, and the same thing with this one. don't think we need either of these though, either. Let's grab the cultured meat lab for now. We're just holding on to it. We need to fix our trade routes. We'll max this one out. We've got 13 now plus 2 a turn. 15, 3 turns. That's going to be fine. We've got the resources for it. And we get to choose another thing from X-Mars. That one costs 19 nitrates. We've got the nitrates for it. And that could be a good one to build in our main city. Or we can, no, we're not going to import any of that. Let's put that one down for now. Dock costs a lot of power. We can build a free one. Spaceport would be good. Let's get rid of those and think a bit about what we want to do. Well, first things first, we got a flat plains here, and we want another city. It's a nice ocean there too. Tire post. Where do we want to place these? We've got 2, 3 slots here. Probably want to use both for population. I think that sounds reasonable. So we've got this city started here. It's nothing special. That means we can expand out to this titanium mine, this titanium mine that we haven't uncovered, this silicates mine, this silicates deposit, or the titanium there, I guess, and nitrates one down here. This is going to be a very good mining town. So for the X-Mars one here, we probably want to pick the miner's cottage. We're going to put down the dock down here. I probably want to upgrade the dikes here as well, though, just to have that done in case of sudden flooding. And that one gives us a little bit of a support per turn. And it also allows us to cross the water over to the titanium deposit over here. That is, no, it's on the shore. It's okay if we get 2 more expansions. We're also gonna enact MarsNet. That will pop us up from 33 to 46 plus 13. Well worth it. And I think we didn't pick anything here. Hospital would be okay. We don't have the science really for it. Another spaceport would be nice as well, and we do have the resources for that. And we do have an empty tile here. This is also going to be a big population center, so a spaceport there would be nice. We've got a canyon view there as well. Actually got a meteorite there too. We don't need to worry about that one right now. We need to worry about increasing the population here as soon as possible. I think we might actually throw this out. I don't think they're gonna pay themselves off anymore compared to something like getting population faster. Well, first things first, we're gonna pop into a TU here. We're gonna put down a miner's cottage. And we also unlocked some windmills, underwater hotel. That would be a good one to keep. It's cost loads of power though. Shipwright, a little bit of support per turn for that one too. We do have the space down here. Let's put down the cultured meat labs, just somewhere out of the place there. We will start off with putting down the spaceport. It'll give us 2 more trade routes. And we will happily trade some titanium for food. Or power might be a good option too. Let's go exploring. We need to find all the mines around here to see what size they are and where to focus. Silicates. Oh, and he can get 2 exploration charges up. There's a large titanium deposit. That's really good. And that's 2 and 3. And we need 4. That means we need to grab this one down here probably. Or down there is just 1 away. That one's 2 away. Which means we need 1 more expansion from here at least. And then we've only got nitrates and silicates. Unfortunately, this is a single silicates and this is a single silicates. So we're gonna have to go hunting for silicates. And we need to pick a research project. An underwater hotel could be one to keep. Windmills we can put down this turn and it'll help us. We do have a free tile up here that's not being used for anything. Let's put some windmills down there. And we got another ocean importation here. And another skyscraper, that might come in handy. But the oceans import we want to keep doing these space projects. It won't actually flood the world just yet. Let's enact the planetary engineering lab. And let's cancel these trade routes. We will go all in on the ocean importation there. And we do have enough to cover that. We want to put down a methanogenium somewhere. We can put plankton down there instead. Let's put it down here in Utopia Major. Doesn't really matter where we put them. And that'll give us a little bit of heat, but it's mostly for the support, having two different ones. We need to keep exploring up north here. We can use his exploration charges for these sheep ones. It seems like this is the general direction we want to head to find the silicates. We'll keep going, there's another silicates. And we need to find, if that's not a large deposit, we'll need to find one more. Kelp forest, this could actually be useful. And boreal forest, yeah, kelp forest. And we have everything we need for it except a place to put the building. But we do have the food to expand somewhere to put the building down. And we could obviously replace one we already have as well. Skipperelli or Grey Patera. We do have the power to knock down those rocks to have a good location. We could put them on the titanium deposit. We've got titanium out of our ears. Do we need to put... Yeah, we want to keep that one. All the other ones here are kind of within distance. So we don't get any free tiles anywhere here. Robot hub or something up there would be super good. Let's put some population down there. It gives us an expansion point. Don't really like to put them on the high plateaus, but we're doing okay for power right now. Let's do that. We got the kelp forests. Got a city down here in Sevilla. We actually got a city up here as well. We want to put these in a city because they give extra food. If the climate zone has a city. So we'll do that. We gain another 2 food per turn. Perfect. So the oxygen level has increased. And now we get to pick from... Animal spreader is probably the better option here. We're making a lot of water. Food monitoring would be okay as well. We're producing our food in non-population cities. In Grey Patera and Greenland. Actually, here we could put down the food one. We're producing more than enough food here, aren't we? We got 3 and 2 and 3, 6, 8. Yeah, we would get 2 comfortable living here for the... Actually got quite a lot of population here as well. Let's revert the animal one. Could we put down... We should be able to put down both penguins and herring somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, no, the animal spreader is probably the better one here too. We want to enable this one. It'll give us a little bit of oceans. And we want to keep exploring out this direction. So let's make sure that we find any other mines that are out here. I probably want to go there. That means we can settle this one. That was just a normal silicates deposit. That would be a good time to grab that. The first leader we had. The Rover Exploration Center is ready for another charge. It's 12 turns to get that one up there. We're gonna do that one elsewhere. Or in a different direction. Let's grab this one. That's another flat plains. And here up here we've got a silicate mine. That could be another one. If that's a 2, that's a better one to settle. Do we have anything here that will give us expansions? No, but I do think we want to go for the animal spreader. Don't have the option to put it down anywhere this turn though. No, we need to expand this city by 2. Trade routes. It just makes sense. to do it this way. Actually, we'll probably use some nitrates too. And we get some more rising expectations. We can get some more science, or we can get some more heat. Heat's gonna be more helpful. This is a robot though. And the robot is gonna be 2 expansions down here if we scrap something. So that's the way we wanna go. And we do have the silicates mine up here. We just need loads of food and loads of skyscrapers in here now. And if we get 2 expansions from here, we can get the animal spreader and the titanium deposit we need up. Because we've got the, where is it? This one. Gives us an extra expansion for every robot. So we need to find a building to scrap here. Could scrap a thermal generator, but the power is useful. Probably more so than science at this point. Let's scrap this one. And we'll put this one in there instead. That gives us the 2 expansions we need. Let's go down there. We want the animal spreader. And let's spread it down to the mine down there and build that one up. That gives us another charge of, we're gonna want to get the penguins in. We can get the penguins in up here. It's a long way away, but we do have a city here. And don't think it actually matters if we've got a city. Can we put herring anywhere closer? It's going to be 7 turns. What did we have on the penguins? 11 and 11. Yeah, we're going to put the... Now this one will give us a bigger boost though, because this one's already got 1. That was a hard one. And they don't actually give anything else. Let's put the penguins in up here. It gives us a big boost. We're up to loads of support right now. We do need to start really expanding this city. And we need to keep exploring, I think, with the power we have. So what do we need now? We need 4 silicates and 3 titanium, 2 nitrates. We've got the nitrates deposit up. Then we've got a large titanium and a titanium. That's all the titanium we need. Silicates and silicates, that's 2. We need 2 more after that. Nitrates, we got 1 there. I think now we had a large one over here, right? So... oh, we had a large... there we've got a large one. So expanding Grey Patera out 1 would be beneficial. That means we are done with nitrates. Now let's remove this one. Let's put down the hab module down there. Do any of these actually help us? We don't have any space projects going. I would have loved to bring in one of these. We should have done that one before we built the robots, of course. And I think we'll save our science. It's not going to help us right now. We can go exploring. This is a little bit of science. We don't need that. We need to find potential new mining sites. Let's check the silicates up here. That wasn't a large silicates deposit, of course. Would have been... I want to check this one here. And that's just a normal sized one. So we might have to settle both those cities. Homesteads, exploration satellites, both are decent. But we are running out of places to put these. Let's expand out towards the nitrates deposit there, like we said. Then we're done for nitrates. We need to just focus on the titanium and the silicates, which means we probably want to focus up here. Homesteads is a different one. Let's grab some homesteads here. Some of these sciencey ones would be nice to get some more cards actually. what do we need to... Doesn't really matter which one we take. Let's grab this one first, and let's build a mine. That means we are down 3 silicates and 3 titanium. Don't think we've got any good new locations to look at. We can settle there for this one. Do we have enough silicates deposits? We've got 1 there, 2 there, and we had another one over here. There's 3. So we actually have all the silicate deposits we need, and we have the titanium ones as well. We just need the population. Don't really need to be exploring then. So we want to go for these happy faces to try and find catches of other things. No, we can't. No, exploration isn't really... Yeah, okay, we kind of have to do that now. We can only do it once. And that's only... can only explore this type. That's no other choices. And do we have more trade routes? Or we can export 1 more silicates, and we can import 1 more food, I guess. Yes. We can get the clownfish or a shrub. Let's grab the clownfish, I think. Technologies, do we have anything that will help? Increase? No. That one would be good. I think these 2 are probably the better ones, especially this one. There's some more extra support every time we build a building. Sandstorm, we're gonna have to fix that. Seems like it has destroyed one of our mines. That's a minor cost. We got an Android hub, that's really good. And we're gonna place that one down next turn. We can also get palm trees or alpine rainforests, alpine forests. We couldn't actually put the clownfish down anywhere. Yeah, we don't have the temps for it. Let's place some herring up here then. And we want to save some of that power for the Android hub. And we want to play this card, I think. And then we could, yeah, we could have played that one actually. We're gonna be putting down robots next turn, so let's play that card. And could spend all the power this turn, or we can dig up a deposit of water somewhere. If we can find one that we've uncovered. I thought we had one lying around, but we didn't. So we've mined them all, and that's fine. We don't have any option, do we have any good cheap locations that are close by then? Got one with power here that we could explore. And let's grab that one. 2 power. It's almost a free explore. And let's select one of these that are 3 that doesn't cost too much. This one's okay. Some more rising expectations. They come quickly here. Another sandstorm. That has damaged the deep core. We don't want to do that. That might be a good choice. This is probably a better choice. Could import some more oceans. I would like to repair this one, of course, but we really need to put down this Android hub, I think. Let's grab this one and put it down. Doesn't really matter where. That gives us a few more expansions. And we need to focus on the resources that we need. That would be... Oh, we need a shipwright to get up there. But this is a coastal tile. I would really like to be able to put down the canyon view there, but we don't really need it. And let's grab this one. We're gonna need power for that one. We're gonna need this one. And we can build that one this turn, so we will do so. And then we can put down a free dockyard here. That'll give us access to this titanium deposit that we need. I wonder if we have to do the same thing up here, because that one's also flooded, right? Yeah, that one's going to be a pain to extract. Let's use our rover here to rove a little bit. I probably need to build a dock somewhere around here too. It's 5 turns, 4 turns up there, but this one has... Yeah, let's go there. It's a canyon view, a coastal one, but it isn't connected to this one. But if we build this city this turn, we have a... that doesn't really matter. Oh, we don't have everything explored. I guess we could go from this city out to this mine would be through... I could go through the sandstones and through the flat plains, and there are 3 more population needed for that here. I mean, you would need to build a new port there. We can do that next turn with Ayokuni's free skill and free up, so we can pick something useful here instead. It does look like we need more power, but we are running out. That's a hard one. No, let's grab that one to get the power that we're needing. We don't have we're in the same situation here, right? With not being able to build everything. Let's relocate the headquarters up there. It's not the best location for it. We will put down the skyscrapers there, which is a lot better location for it. And then we can expand down towards this tile there. Normally I'd build the guided tours, but let's put down a power plant. And then we'll go out here, and next turn we can put the dock down there. Next turn is going to be the election 2, I think. Yeah. And we'll be able to go with plants or space tourism, Deja or Flora. Deja is probably the better choice here. We can load up with space hotels. They don't really do anything though. Yeah, let's get rid of that one for now. We've got a free dock here too. They cost so much power. Animals better, probably better off with the... No, we don't need the... We're gonna need the expectation. No, we're not. We've got enough of a buffer there that we can survive until we finish this game. Alright, so we need the dock here. We're gonna need whatever can increase our population, which is none of these things. And we need to keep exploring, I guess. Or we're doing a different thing this side of it. That one would be useful. And can we do anything else up here? What kind of resources do we need? We only need... we really only need power and food. Let's go and find the lava tube there. And let's go and explore, I don't know, something up here. Another lava tube. And do we want to put that one down? No. And nothing here will help us. I think we put down a dock there already, yes, and we've got the one ready there for this expansion. Let's just scrap that one. I need to pick a new leader. Yeah, none of these things are useful. And we've got the same thing there. So let's go with the Deja. And that would be good. We just need to build 3 more mines. At least we got a habitation module this time. Let's go here and let's build a pit mine. That means we need 1 more titanium, 2 more silicates. We got the silicates out there, and we got the silicates out here. And then we needed 1 more titanium too. Where did we oh yeah, that's this one. We need to focus on this city, so let's put 1 more hab module down here. We do now have the power to clear this out. Let's... Now we should be able to through this one. Why can't we go into this tile? No, we need to expand from this shipyard, of course, to there. So let's build the ocean mine. And space hotels, we don't really need them. And we don't need that one either. Go and explore. Yes. It's another ocean. Surprise, surprise. Bacteria spreading. Could put the dark bacteria up here. That would increase the heat a little bit up there. Let me increase comfort of living there, so we gain a little bit of a buffer again. Okay. I don't think we need that. There would be more support per plant we spread. And let's just grab the science for now. We need... we're not getting what we need, right? Giant dew collector. Interesting. Seafood restaurant. Well, I guess we have a seafood restaurant then. There was nothing else here that was really useful. So let's grab this one. And we do have the flatlands here. I think if we found a city here, we have more than enough resources for this. It really doesn't matter where. Let's grab the deer. We might be able to spread them somewhere. This way we only need 1 population to get to the silicates deposit there and 1 population to get to the silicates deposit there. Or the titanium one, and that should be us done. Our leader can go and explore. Let's grab up here. And we want population. Okay, so the atmosphere has increased and no population this time either. Yes, we get a skyscraper. And we do have enough to put the skyscraper down. Unfortunately, that is... it's... Skyscraper was the absolute perfect thing here. So we put the skyscraper in here. We obviously expand out to the silicates mine here. And then we grab this one. And we go to the spaceport here. So Great Under takes care of the spaceport. That frees up 1 expansion from TO Post. And we use this one here, of course. And when we build this mine, we do win. So, turn 54. I click to end the game. Oh, we should have used her powers before, of course. Yeah, we can't revert if we go back, but we probably could have gained just a tiny sliver more score by doing all the actions before we ended the game. But that's going to be it for this one. So the Project Mars is a success. And oh, we gained a controlled nuclear meltdown. Aerology center. Mow holes. That's a nice one. And 3 new leaders to check out in the future. Oh, and another level 2. Gene Vault doesn't look too... No, spreader. Spreader, oh, that's really good actually. If you can collect them all into 1 city. That's okay. It's expensive though. And this one's super expensive. And that would be everything. So thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you next time.